Welcome to Momentum, Knowledge in Motion, and you're tuning into Episode 1. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of Retrieval-Augmented Generation (RAG) pipelines and how they are evaluated. Let's kick things off with our first paper. The paper titled Scaling Test Time Inference with Policy-Optimized Dynamic Retrieval-Augmented Generation via KV Caching and Decoding comes from the Tata Research Development and Design Center at TCS Research in Bangalore. This research introduces an innovative framework aimed at enhancing retrieval-augmented generation, or RAG systems, through dynamic retrieval and reinforcement fine-tuning. At the heart of this framework are two key innovations: policy-optimized retrieval-augmented generation, abbreviated as PORAG, and adaptive token layer attention scoring, known as ATLAS. These advancements work together to significantly improve both the accuracy and efficiency of RAG systems. One of the standout features of this framework is its ability to reduce hallucinations, those moments when AI generates incorrect or nonsensical information, while also optimizing memory usage. This is crucial for scaling RAG applications across a variety of tasks and retrieval strategies. The paper highlights the importance of real-time information needs detection, or RIND, and self-attention-based query formulation, referred to as QFS, which are essential for enhancing retrieval efficiency. The authors also introduce a component called Critic, which selectively retains essential tokens in the KV cache. This is particularly useful for long-context RAG applications where memory limitations can be a challenge. Critic employs a hybrid approach to assess token importance, enhancing memory efficiency without sacrificing performance. Together with PORAG and ATLAS, this integration significantly improves retrieval precision and the overall robustness of the system. A comprehensive mathematical formulation of PORAG is presented, tackling the limitations of traditional RAG systems. This formulation optimizes multiple quality dimensions through specialized reward heads that evaluate both retrieval fidelity and response quality. This end-to-end optimization enhances training stability and leads to superior performance in RAG applications. Moreover, the framework incorporates a group-based advantage estimation method, which allows for robust statistical evaluation of outputs. This method refines the balance between retrieval fidelity and response quality, ensuring that the system can adapt to various deployment scenarios. A regularization term in the GRPO objective is also introduced, which helps preserve the model's foundational knowledge while boosting retrieval effectiveness. The framework further employs layer-wise representation pooling, or LRP, to optimize retrieval queries. This mechanism dynamically adjusts retrieval sensitivity based on the computational load, maintaining efficiency while ensuring effective information retrieval during text generation. The LRP mechanism selects the top K relevant tokens based on a scoring function that combines attention and representation metrics, enhancing the quality of query formulation. When an information need is detected, the retrieval mechanism activates, initiating query formulation through LRP. This process computes relevance scores, allowing ATLAS to select the top K tokens while preserving the sequence order. The retrieved knowledge is then integrated into the generation context, enhancing output accuracy without altering the model parameters. The paper also details the experimental setup for the PORAG plus ATLAS framework, utilizing the 8-bit atom optimizer and various hyperparameters to optimize performance. The results showcase significant improvements across benchmarks like Hotpot QA and PubMed QA, highlighting enhanced retrieval precision and reduced errors. Now, let's get on to the second paper of this podcast episode. The paper titled Leveraging LLMs for Utility-Focused Annotation, Reducing Manual Effort for Retrieval and RAG, comes from a collaborative effort involving researchers from the CASK Lab of Network Data Science and Technology at the Chinese Academy of Sciences, Beidou Inc., and Nankai University. This research dives into the innovative use of large language models, or LLMs, to create utility-focused annotations specifically for retrieval tasks. The goal here is to lessen the dependency on expensive human annotations, which can be a significant bottleneck in data processing. One of the standout insights from the study is that, While LLM annotations can partially substitute for human labels, the integration of both through a method called curriculum learning can significantly boost performance. This is particularly true in out-of-domain scenarios, which is crucial for applications that require adaptability to new data. The authors propose a relevance-then-utility pipeline, which allows LLMs to efficiently select and rank passages. This approach minimizes the need for manual annotation while simultaneously improving the quality of the generated reference answers. Experimental results reveal that models like Llama 318B and QN2.532B achieve impressive precision and recall, confirming their effectiveness in producing high-quality annotations for training retrieval systems. Moreover, evaluations on various datasets, including MS-MARCO and BEIR, demonstrate that utility-focused annotations surpass traditional methods, enhancing retrieval and RAG performance across different tasks and settings. The analysis indicates that retrievers trained on these utility-focused annotations, especially when combined with curriculum learning, outperform those that rely solely on human annotations. The research also emphasizes that utility-focused annotations consistently yield better retrieval performance across multiple strategies, showcasing their effectiveness in bolstering model robustness and generalization capabilities, especially in out-of-domain scenarios. Looking ahead, the researchers plan to explore more realistic annotation scenarios and innovative techniques aimed at achieving human-level performance without the need for human involvement, addressing the limitations of current methods and enhancing overall annotation efficiency. This work not only paves the way for more efficient data processing, but also opens up exciting possibilities for the future of AI in retrieval tasks. Moving forward, we have our third paper to discuss. The paper titled A System for Comprehensive Assessment of RAG Frameworks, from Eustema SB. A in Napoli, Italy, introduces an innovative evaluation system known as the SCARF framework. This framework is designed specifically for retrieval-augmented generation, or RAG applications, and it aims to fill the gaps left by existing evaluation methodologies. So, what makes the SCARF framework stand out? First off, it offers a modular and comprehensive approach to benchmarking RAG systems. This means that researchers and industry professionals can systematically assess the performance of these systems in real-world scenarios. The framework not only simplifies the integration and customization of RAG systems, but also provides detailed performance reports that enhance understanding of how these systems operate. One of the key features of SCARF is its ability to evaluate both retrieval and generation quality. It uses specialized metrics such as faithfulness, answer relevance, and context relevance. These metrics ensure that the outputs generated are not only accurate but also coherent, which is crucial for effective communication in AI applications. When we look at how SCARF compares to existing RAG evaluation tools, it really shines. The framework supports features like configuration automation and API integration, which are often lacking in other frameworks. This positions SCARF as a versatile solution that enhances usability and efficiency when interacting with third-party RAG systems. Another exciting aspect of SCARF is its ability to provide granular metrics that assess the entire RAG pipeline. This includes evaluating response latency and resource consumption, which are critical factors in understanding the performance of these systems. Its modular architecture allows users to integrate various RAG platforms as interchangeable plugins, making it easy to customize testing scenarios for different applications. Users can also upload documents via SCARF's API, execute specific queries, and assess the responses through an evaluator module. This functionality supports comparisons across multiple RAG frameworks, consolidating results into standardized formats for straightforward analysis. This means that researchers can easily benchmark and evaluate performance across different systems, which is a game changer for the field. The SCARF framework operates through a structured workflow that begins with loading a configuration file and dynamically integrating selected RAG frameworks. It processes warm-up queries and evaluates responses against a dataset, saving the results in formats like CSV or JSON. This systematic approach not only enhances usability, but also effectiveness in diverse evaluation scenarios. Finally, SCARF is complemented by emerging tools like RAG Evaluator and Jiaqi, which further enhance RAG system assessments through automated evaluations and customizable metrics. These tools, along with others like PromptFu, contribute to a growing ecosystem that supports a wide range of evaluation needs, fostering innovation and collaboration in RAG research and development. In summary, the SCARF framework represents a significant advancement in the evaluation of RAG systems, providing a comprehensive, flexible, and user-friendly solution that meets the diverse needs of researchers and industry professionals alike. Next up, we'll explore the fourth paper in our lineup. This study, titled The Other Side of the Coin, Exploring Fairness in Retrieval-Augmented Generation, comes from a research group at the State Key Laboratory of Cognitive Intelligence at the University of Science and Technology of China, with contributions from Beisheng Yu and Dasheng Tao at Nanyang Technological University in Singapore. The focus of this research is on fairness within retrieval-augmented generation (RAG) systems, which combine the capabilities of large language models, LLMs, with retrieval mechanisms to enhance information generation. The findings reveal a concerning trend. Smaller LLMs, particularly those with fewer than 8 billion parameters, tend to exhibit increased unfairness when these retrieval mechanisms are integrated. To tackle these fairness challenges, the researchers propose two innovative solutions: FairFT and FairFilter. FairFT focuses on aligning the retrieval processes with fairness objectives, while FairFilter is designed to filter out biased content from the retrieval outputs. Both methods aim to enhance fairness without compromising the performance of these systems in real-world applications. The study emphasizes the necessity for tailored approaches to improve fairness in smaller LLMs, validating the effectiveness of FairFT and FairFilter through experiments on real-world datasets. This research also dives deep into the evaluation of biases across various categories, including race and gender, utilizing the Crow-Esper's dataset. This dataset is instrumental in highlighting the prevalence of stereotypes, which informs the framework for analyzing fairness in RAG systems. Moreover, the researchers compare different retrieval methods, specifically BM25 and Contriever. They find that, while BM25 generally provides higher utility, Contriever stands out for its superior fairness across multiple demographic categories. This comparison underscores the critical role that the choice of retrieval method plays in mitigating bias. Through extensive experimentation with various LLMs and retrieval sources, the study confirms that smaller models struggle with fairness due to their limited comprehension capabilities. In contrast, larger models tend to show improved fairness outcomes. This reinforces the need for effective strategies like FairFT and FairFilter to enhance the performance of RAG systems. The FairFilter framework employs a two-step prompting strategy to assess document fairness, leveraging LLMs to filter out biased content while ensuring that the relevance of the information is maintained. This approach effectively addresses the often competing demands of fairness and utility. Additionally, the study introduces a prompt template designed for evaluating both fairness and utility, ensuring that documents are thoroughly scrutinized for potential biases and relevance. This is crucial for enhancing the overall integrity of the responses generated by LLMs. Experimental results indicate that the FairFilter methods significantly improve fairness across various models, particularly benefiting smaller LLMs. The research also reveals a nuanced trade-off between fairness and utility, showing that increasing the number of retrieved documents can negatively impact fairness. However, both FairFT and FairFilter methods effectively mitigate this decline, with FairFilter demonstrating substantial improvements across different retrieval counts. In a practical case study, the researchers illustrate how FairFT fine-tunes retrieval processes to suppress biases, while FairFilter actively removes biased documents. This ensures that the generated responses are not only accurate, but also culturally sensitive and balanced, addressing critical fairness concerns in the rapidly evolving landscape of AI and machine learning. Now, let's transition to the fifth paper. The paper titled RAG Without the Lag, Interactive Debugging for Retrieval-Augmented Generation Pipelines presents an innovative tool called RAGI, developed by researchers from the University of Pittsburgh and UC Berkeley. This tool is designed to enhance the efficiency of retrieval-augmented generation, or RAG, systems by allowing developers to interactively debug their pipelines in real time. So, what exactly does RAGI do? It enables developers to tweak various parameters, like chunk size and query rewriting, on the fly, providing instant feedback and visualizing how these changes impact the system. This immediate interaction is a game changer for information retrieval, making the debugging process much more effective. One of the standout features of RAGI is its ability to dynamically generate cells for each component of the RAG pipeline, which includes the query, retriever, LLM, large language model, and answer. This means developers can visualize and manipulate intermediate outputs, adjust parameters, and even create a ground truth dataset by saving modified answers. This significantly cuts down on the time-consuming process of reindexing, which is often a bottleneck in traditional workflows. The paper highlights how RAGI facilitates rapid iteration across these components, making the debugging process smoother and more intuitive. It also includes a qualitative evaluation of the tool's effectiveness and discusses design implications for future RAG tools, aiming to create user-friendly interfaces that simplify the development and debugging of complex information retrieval systems. The authors identify several key challenges in RAG development, such as issues with indexing and chunking that can vary depending on the document set, which complicates scalability. They also point out evaluation challenges due to subjective metrics and limited data, as well as the delayed feedback cycles that make testing cumbersome. These insights have directly influenced the design goals of RAGI, enhancing user experience and operational efficiency. In the retriever cell of RAGI, users can adjust hyperparameters, manually select chunks, and visualize their distribution, which enriches the debugging interface. Each component, query, retriever, LLM, and answer, features interactive elements that allow for local changes, enabling real-time exploration and better tracking of output quality throughout the RAG pipeline. When it comes to the LLM cell, users can experiment with different prompting strategies and modify outputs to see how these changes affect downstream processes. For instance, they can break down queries into sub-questions for more targeted retrieval. This flexibility, combined with pre-computed vector indexes for efficient retrieval, significantly boosts the tool's ability to streamline debugging and optimize the performance of RAG pipelines. The paper outlines an iterative debugging workflow supported by RAGI, where users can run the pipeline, inspect answers, and backtrack if needed. This allows for quick adjustments to prompts and retrieval settings, enhancing the overall debugging process and improving the accuracy of evaluation sets. Participants in the study expressed strong enthusiasm for RAGI, noting its ability to streamline pipeline iteration and drastically reduce debugging time. They appreciated the tool's capacity for real-time adjustments and validating interactions between components, which fosters collaboration between technical and non-technical users. Developers also emphasized the importance of systematic evaluation mechanisms to comprehensively track experimental results. Interestingly, the study found that 71.3% of parameter changes made by participants would have required reindexing in traditional workflows, showcasing RAGI's efficiency. Participants engaged in iterative foraging and sense-making loops, which highlighted the nonlinear nature of debugging workflows. This adaptability allows developers to refine retrieval processes and enhance overall system performance effectively. Moreover, developers are using RAGI to build mental models of LLM behavior through various strategies, such as creating personas and generating edge cases. They also track the evolution of queries by sampling user conversations, which provides valuable insights into user interactions. This iterative exploration informs adjustments in both retrieval and generation, emphasizing the interconnectedness of the RAG components. As we continue, we have the sixth paper to delve into. AlignRAG is an innovative framework designed to tackle the challenges of reasoning misalignment in retrieval-augmented generation, or RAG systems. This research, conducted by a collaborative team from Zhejiang University, Shanghai Artificial Intelligence Laboratory, and several other institutions, introduces a method called critique-driven alignment, or CDA, which refines reasoning paths during inference to better align with the evidence retrieved. At its core, AlignRAG redefines retrieval-augmented generation as retrieval-aware reasoning, breaking it down into three essential phases: relevance assessment, query evidence mapping, and evidence-integrated justification. The framework specifically addresses the issue of reasoning misalignment, where relevant documents are not effectively integrated into the reasoning process. A key component of AlignRAG is the creation of a critique supervision dataset. This dataset includes queries, correct answers, and the documents retrieved, which are used to train a critic model. This model plays a crucial role in identifying and correcting reasoning misalignments, thereby enhancing the effectiveness of the critique-driven alignment process during inference. Moreover, AlignRAG introduces a context granularity vector, denoted as CI, which assesses the quality of evidence based on relevance, helpfulness, and completeness. This vector enriches training examples by synthesizing critiques from both strong and weak model outputs, allowing for more targeted feedback. This structured critique generation is vital for refining the alignment process and ensuring that retrieved evidence is effectively integrated. The critique-driven alignment approach transforms inference in RAG into a discrete optimization task. Here, a meta-reasoning module iteratively critiques and refines the outputs, generating edit signals that guide the model toward coherent reasoning. This dynamic method enhances alignment while keeping the base model intact, leading to robust, evidence-based generation. When it comes to performance, AlignRAG has been rigorously benchmarked against various retrieval-based and non-retrieval methods, including chain-of-thought prompting and training time refinements like InstructRAG. It consistently outperforms these alternatives, achieving an impressive average accuracy of 63.1. Notably, AlignRAG shows remarkable robustness in both answerable and unanswerable retrieval scenarios, confirming its effectiveness across diverse contexts. The framework's capabilities are further validated through extensive evaluations against other RAG systems, where it demonstrates significant improvements in multiple question-answering tasks. For example, AlignRAG consistently surpasses self-refine, achieving higher accuracy and stability. It also integrates smoothly into existing frameworks like InstructRAG, enhancing performance in both in-domain and out-of-domain evaluations without requiring any modifications. In comparative evaluations, AlignRAG shows superior performance against both vanilla RAG and self-refinement across various models. On the LLaMA318B model, it notably reduces performance drop to just 23.4%, highlighting its robustness. The inclusion of a critic language model during inference further enhances feedback, leading to substantial performance gains. However, AlignRAG is not without its challenges. Its reliance on a critic language model can perpetuate biases present in the training data, which may limit the model's ability to detect nuanced misalignments. Future research should aim to enhance the diversity of critiques through techniques like adversarial data augmentation, which could improve generalization and robustness. AlignRAG's methodology aligns with emerging trends in research, such as Circer-1, which employs reinforcement learning to improve reasoning with search engines, and RAG Cache, which focuses on efficient knowledge caching. Together, these advancements highlight the ongoing evolution of retrieval-augmented generation, emphasizing the need for integrating diverse techniques to enhance performance and adaptability. Next, we'll examine the seventh paper in this episode. The paper titled Support Evaluation for the TREC 2024 RAG Track, Comparing Human versus LLM Judges, comes from a collaborative research group involving the University of Waterloo, Snowflake, and Microsoft. This study dives into the realm of retrieval-augmented generation, or RAG systems, where the focus is on evaluating how well these systems support the generation of answers based on retrieved information. In this research, the authors analyzed 45 different submissions to assess the effectiveness of human judges compared to the large language model, GPT-4o. They found that there was a 56% agreement rate in the assessments made by human judges. However, when the results were refined through post-editing, this agreement rate increased to 72%. The study employed a 3-level grading system to evaluate the quality of support provided by the answers generated from candidate passages. The GPT-4o model was used for automatic labeling, which involved evaluating each answer sentence against its corresponding passage to determine the level of support without needing detailed explanations. Descriptive statistics revealed that human judges provided a total of 6,742 annotations across 22 topics, while GPT-4o generated 3,110 annotations. This difference in citation support levels is crucial for understanding the precision and recall metrics that are essential for evaluating the performance of RAG systems. The study also highlighted discrepancies between human and LLM judgments, particularly in cases where sentence, passage pairs had partial support. This points to an area for further exploration to enhance future methodologies in support assessment. The findings suggest a promising future where LLMs could reliably take on roles traditionally held by human judges, potentially transforming how we evaluate support in RAG systems. Now, let's move on to the 8th paper. The paper titled Evaluation Framework for AI Systems in the Wild, from the AI Laboratory at the University of Michigan dives deep into how we can effectively assess AI systems that are actually used in real-world settings. It highlights some crucial themes. Adaptability, robustness, and ethical considerations are at the forefront of this evaluation framework. The goal. The authors of this white paper come from a diverse background, including lead researchers, senior researchers, and student collaborators. This multidisciplinary approach adds a layer of credibility to the framework, as it draws on a wide range of expertise to tackle the complexities involved in evaluating AI. This collaboration enriches the conversation around responsible AI deployment and innovation. Now, let's talk about the evaluation methods outlined in the paper. The authors point out the limitations of existing methods and stress the need for a more nuanced approach. They discuss various evaluation types, including in-lab assessments, human capability-specific evaluations, and those conducted in real-world environments. One of the standout points in the paper is the emphasis on continuous feedback loops in the evaluation process. The authors advocate for integrating user experience insights and fostering collaborative frameworks that engage stakeholders throughout the AI lifecycle. This ensures that AI systems evolve in a way that meets societal needs and adheres to ethical imperatives, enhancing their overall effectiveness and accountability. As we look at the rapid advancements in generative AI, or Gen AI, across various industries, the paper reveals a significant gap in evaluation methodologies that often fail to keep pace with real-world complexities. The authors call for dynamic and holistic evaluation approaches that can adapt to changing inputs and societal impacts. This guidance is crucial for practitioners, policymakers, and researchers who are navigating the landscape of AI assessment. Particularly in high-stakes applications like healthcare and finance, the paper underscores the urgent need for adaptive evaluation methods. Here, biases can have serious consequences, so the authors recommend integrating multiple metrics that include fairness and ethical considerations. Transparency and interdisciplinary approaches are also highlighted as essential for building trust and effectiveness in AI evaluations. Moreover, the paper stresses the importance of incorporating user feedback and real-time data into these evaluation frameworks. It advocates for iterative assessments that can adapt to technological advancements and user experiences, ensuring that AI systems remain relevant and effective in addressing emerging challenges and societal expectations. The transformative potential of generative AI across sectors like healthcare, finance, and education is also showcased. However, the authors point out that traditional evaluation metrics are inadequate. They argue for more comprehensive assessments that capture the dynamic and unpredictable nature of real-world applications, ensuring that performance evaluations are truly effective. In summary, the paper identifies a critical need for a holistic, continuous evaluation framework for generative AI models, especially in high-stakes fields. It emphasizes the importance of assessing long-term reliability, fairness, and societal impacts, guiding all stakeholders to ensure that AI systems meet real-world demands and ethical standards effectively. Finally, the critique of existing evaluation methods is particularly noteworthy. The authors take aim at standard benchmarks that rely on static datasets, which can lead to overfitting and limited generalization to real-world tasks. They advocate for the development of dynamic benchmarks that reflect the complexities of practical applications, ensuring that we can comprehensively assess the evolving capabilities of generative AI across diverse scenarios. We're nearing the end of our discussion, and here comes the 9th paper. MIRAGE, which stands for Metric-Intensive Benchmark for Retrieval-Augmented Generation Evaluation, is a groundbreaking initiative from a research group at Korea University in the Republic of Korea. This paper introduces a specialized benchmark designed to evaluate retrieval-augmented generation, or RAG systems, which combine information retrieval with text generation. The benchmark boasts an impressive dataset, featuring 7,560 carefully curated instances and a whopping 37,800 retrieval entries. This extensive collection is not just about quantity. It also introduces innovative metrics that enhance the adaptability of RAG evaluations, making it easier for researchers to integrate their findings into broader studies. One of the standout features of MIRAGE is its focus on noise vulnerability and context acceptability in RAG systems. The researchers have developed 4 novel metrics specifically for assessing adaptability, allowing for a nuanced analysis of how models respond in different contexts. This is crucial because it ensures that RAG systems can effectively sift through relevant information while filtering out the noise that could lead to inaccurate outputs. To further enhance the quality of retrieval, MIRAGE employs a comprehensive data filtering process. This involves multi-layered filtering techniques applied to a massive dataset that includes 6.8 million documents and 16.8 million chunks, along with 7,500 question-answer pairs. An interesting aspect of MIRAGE is its use of the C4 AI Command-R model to automate the labeling of support chunks, which helps assess the relevance of retrieved information for specific queries. This automation significantly reduces the costs associated with manual annotation. Additionally, the Llama 318B Instruct model plays a role in validating the relevance of these chunks through inference, ensuring that the data points are of high quality. MIRAGE also introduces 2 distinct evaluation settings, the Oracle Context setting, ANZO, and the Mixed Context setting, ANZEM. ANZO evaluates how accurately a model performs when given only relevant information, while ANZEM tests its robustness when faced with noise. These settings inform the new adaptability metrics, shedding light on the strengths and weaknesses of models under varying conditions. The benchmark evaluates a variety of RAG systems, including popular models like Llama 2 and GPT-4o, across different retrieval configurations. The findings reveal that performance can vary significantly based on the number of retrieved chunks and the quality of the model. The analysis also highlights the potential for improvement within MIRAGE's evaluation framework. While top models like GPT-4o and GPT-3.5 Turbo perform exceptionally well, smaller models, such as Llama 2 7B Chat and QWEN2 7B Instruct, show significant gains from integrating retrieval, effectively narrowing the performance gap with their more advanced counterparts. However, the researchers note that while the MIRAGE dataset is largely reliable, there are instances where Oracle chunks may be misclassified, which could introduce noise into the evaluations. Future work will need to focus on refining the labeling process to minimize these discrepancies. Additionally, the benchmark emphasizes the importance of ethical considerations, advocating for transparency and accountability in the deployment of RAG systems to mitigate potential societal impacts and biases. Finally, let's wrap up with our 10th paper. The paper titled Evaluating Advanced Chunking Strategies for Retrieval-Augmented Generation is authored by Carlo Merola and Jaspinder Singh. It dives into the innovative world of retrieval-augmented generation, or RAG, which is a method that enhances large language models by integrating real-time information retrieval into the text generation process. At the heart of RAG models is a 2-part system, a retrieval mechanism that finds relevant documents, and a generative model that crafts coherent responses based on that data. However, there are challenges, particularly when dealing with extensive documents. Large language models often face issues like context loss and incomplete information retrieval. To tackle these problems, researchers are exploring techniques such as contextual retrieval and late chunking. Recent advancements in RAG have introduced indexed vector databases, which allow for efficient similarity searches. By using metrics like cosine similarity, these systems can identify relevant document chunks more effectively. Document segmentation techniques, including semantic segmentation and supervised models, are also being employed to better process long texts, which in turn optimizes retrieval accuracy and performance in knowledge-intensive applications. The paper evaluates RAG systems using early and late chunking strategies, which significantly influence embedding techniques. One innovative approach discussed is dynamic segmenting models that adjust chunk sizes based on the characteristics of the content, leading to improved retrieval efficiency. A key strategy highlighted is the weighted rank fusion, which assigns greater importance to dense embeddings while still incorporating BM25 sparse embeddings. This balance enhances retrieval accuracy by merging semantic understanding with lexical precision. Additionally, a two-stage re-ranking process is employed to refine the relevance of retrieved chunks, ensuring that users receive the most pertinent information quickly and efficiently. In their experimental setup, the authors utilized open-source models, particularly Microsoft's Phi-3.5 Mini-Instruct, which is optimized for memory-constrained environments. They tested various embedding models, including Jinzhe and BGE-M3, on datasets like NF Corpus and MS Marco. However, they noted limitations in dataset quality and GPU memory constraints that affected retrieval and generation performance, especially with lengthy documents. To generate embeddings, the researchers experimented with different models, including fixed-size segmentation that divides text into uniform chunks of 512 characters, and semantic segmentation using the GenaSegmenter API for more dynamic adjustments. They also tested two dynamic segmentation models, Simple QN0, 5 for basic needs, and Topic QN0, 5 for topic-based segmentation, which enhanced semantic understanding. The retrieval evaluation process incorporated a contextual rank fusion method, which improves document retrieval through a two-step re-ranking approach using the Milvus vector database. This hybrid search combines dense and sparse embeddings, employing the Jinzhe re-ranker V2 base model to refine relevant scores. Key metrics like NDCG, MAP, and F1 score were used to assess retrieval effectiveness. When it came to generation evaluation, the MS Marco dataset revealed that while late chunking aligned well with retrieval performance, contextual retrieval significantly enhanced output by enriching chunks with generated context. Notably, the rank fusion technique showed improved results when context was added, underscoring the importance of re-ranking for consistent performance enhancements across various retrieval strategies. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Momentum, Knowledge in Motion. We hope you found these insights into the evaluation of retrieval-augmented generation pipelines as intriguing as we did. Until next time, keep the momentum going in your quest for knowledge.